occasions, right? Of like, or how smelly our lunches were. But the truth of the matter is, we have such a rich history and a culture and a heritage. Our parents literally defied odds and expectations just to be able to come here, to build a life for us, gave everything so that we could have the life that we wanted. I mean, that's something to be so proud of, to be so grateful for. And I just hope that everybody in our next generation can grow up feeling like they can walk into any room and still feel like they can stand tall and be proud of who they are and be proud of their culture.
Hi friends, it's Denise. Welcome back to my channel. We are on to the following week of March, and I kind of didn't want to post this thread because I didn't like how it turned out, and I'll explain why later on, but I also thought maybe it would be important to share with you that, I don't like every single spread that I do, but it was a pretty fun week with lots of activities, and I got to meet someone on Monday that was super cool, so I decided to post this anyways. As you can see, I'm using a very old SPC kit. The format has definitely changed since then, but I got it at a super discounted price at the last SPC party, and it is very wintry themed, which was fitting for the skiing that we did on the weekend. I had a little bit of trouble with cutting the bottom washi there, but after putting enough pressure with the blade, it comes off pretty clean. And then on top, I stacked this really light purple silver foiled bow washi from Simply Gilded. As you can see, this format is so old that the date covers are all on one long strip, but now they are individual stickers, so you could use it in whatever planner you want. And this is the ultimate kit size, so there are tons of stickers, thankfully, because when I bought it, I didn't realize that there were so many fashion girls in the full boxes, so I actually omitted all of them, and I had to use some of the pattern washi strips and just piece it together to make a full box. I am placing down some silver foiled date circles from the Giving Girl, and also covering up the corner flags with some page flags that came with the kit. I decided to try to utilize as many stickers in the kit that I could, so no glitter headers this time, and I'm sort of freeforming it each day and going along from morning to night. Lately, I have been really loving this pen. It's the Uniball Signo DX in 0.38. I think I have been using it in the past couple of videos. I know I strayed away from my Sarasa Dry clip pen. It's always fun to try out new things. I still love the Sarasa Dry one. We're just on a little break for now.
We were on a break!
On Monday, Brian and I booked our flights to Maui, which I am so excited for. We have never been there, and it's going to be so much fun. Since the Southwest Airlines opened up a bunch of flights, we decided to take advantage of that, and we are going in July. I also ordered my away luggage that day. We went to the store and looked at it in person, and we decided to get the one without the battery pack. And it by now has come in the mail, and I really do enjoy the bigger carry-on size. So I used this cute cat character sticker from next week's stream to mark that. And then I used a bunch of washi strips and stacked them on top of each other to kind of make a fake full box. And then on top, I put a Steamy and Suey sticker from Wonton in a Million because Brian and I spent majority of the day together, so I don't know, just wanted to decorate it. Underneath, I pulled some washi from Simply Gilded. I want to say that one was from one of the monthly subs, but I'm not entirely sure. And then I used one of the half boxes and this mason jar boba sticker from my shop. And I wrote that I went to Boba Guys to go meet up with Lena and her sister. Lena is the shop owner of Peach Palm, and we got some boba. It was so good. Afterwards, the two of them left to go eat dinner, and I stayed because There was a surprise guest stopping by Boba Guys. I had no idea that this was going to happen, but it was, I guess, a last minute meet and greet to meet Simu Liu, and he is so handsome in real life. Oh my god, I was like dying. He is an Asian Canadian actor, if you didn't know, and he stars in the series Kim's Convenience, which is on Netflix, and I love that series. It's so funny, so relatable. So yeah, I stayed and I listened to him talk, and he's such a good public speaker. And then we lined up for pictures, so that was really cool. I'll insert the picture that I took with him here. I'm so short, I know. So yeah, Monday was a very awesome day. I got to spend it with Brian, I met up with Lena, I had boba, and then I met Simu. So I'd say that's an A+ day. Tuesday was kind of a boring day, so I'll be putting in some filler activities. I put down a page flag and layered on top a green juice sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. Underneath, I put a half box and a silhouette cutting machine doodle from Very Cute Designs to mark printing and cutting. And then I did the same thing I did on Monday, and I stacked a bunch of pattern washi strips on top of each other to make a full box. And then on top, I used this large emoji on a laptop sticker. And I don't usually get to use those because they're so big, but it's perfect to put on top of a large pattern surface like that one. It was actually kind of funny because on Monday, Brian and I went to Boba Guys to get me a drink. And then right after I got that drink is when Lena texted me asking if we wanted to go get boba together. And we went to Boba Guys again. So I had one milk tea sitting in the fridge from the previous day, and so I drank it on Tuesday, and I marked that with a boba doodle sticker from my shop. And then I chilled and watched an episode of Sugar Rush, which is a food-related show on Netflix. After like rom-com movies and TV shows, my favorite things to watch are food-related ones, especially competitions. I then marked going to the gym, and then I packed some orders that night, so I put down a to-do header to fill up some space, and this character sticker from Happy Daya. At this point, I decided to just start every column with a today header, even though there's no real point in that, but whatever. I guess every day gets to be today. And I just put it across the whole week and just finished that up. Then moved back to Wednesday. I put down a label and I wrote that I went to the post office. Then I spent a good chunk of time watching YouTube videos, and I used one of the pattern full boxes. And while I was watching YouTube videos, I was playing with my planners. And I found this flat lay sticker from Toffee Bananas, and I just placed it on top. I mentioned in a previous video that I have been making a lot of milk tea at home, so I did that again on Wednesday. I used a teapot sticker from Happy Daya on top of a small page flag, and then I just wrote beside it. Wednesdays and Thursdays typically are our laundry days. I don't know why, we just naturally pick those days, I guess, and so I put a label down and I used one of the washing machine icons on top, and then I had a bit of white space to fill up, and so I used a thin piece of washi and I just pulled in some of the deco from the front page and just kind of picked random ones that would fit. I watched another episode of Sugar Rush. I usually do that when I'm eating, and then I marked going to the gym per usual stickers. I had nothing else to mark that day, and there was that little small gap underneath, so I pulled up the label and I put down some Simply Gilded washi, and then I just put the label back on top. On Thursday, I wanted to use the Dusty Lavender Bow Washi more, so I just cut a strip on top, and then I marked that I got some Happy Mail, the first one being from V. I believe the Instagram handle is V Explores Japan, and she goes around and gets some Japan exclusive and highly coveted items. A lot of like stationery and like Starbucks releases, because if you didn't know, Starbucks Japan or like Starbucks Asia has like superior mug and tumbler designs. I don't know why we don't get the cute ones, but they have extremely cute styles there, which is unfair, but it's not impossible to get your hands on it. So I picked up it's like a Sakura collection, and it's a hot beverage tumbler, and it's so pretty. I think I've taken some pictures of it on my Instagram. And so yeah, that arrived in the mail. And then I also got some things from Jet Pens on that day. So I'm using this bunny character sticker from Sparkly Paper Co. to mark that. And I also I tried to use Mandy Dream's little heart arrow sticker, which I don't think I really used correctly, but it's there and it's shiny, so I still like it. Then I put down a to-do header and a munchkin that came up with the kit on top of a page flag to mark working on my Shopify site. And then after a quick run at the gym, we had a dinner reservation to go to. We did get shabu/hotpot for dinner with a friend. She chose the place, not me, okay? And so I used a Happy Dia food sticker and a Giving Girl silver bow on top of a half box. I marked packing Friday morning because we were staying overnight somewhere over the weekend. And then I also finished up on some orders and dropped them off at the post office. Then I put down a half box to mark the small road trip, and then on top of the full box I put a sleep in sticker from Moomy Stickers because I am guilty of just sleeping majority of the car ride. Like, I know it's very unfair for me not to offer to take turns driving, but I really dislike driving other people's cars. I feel like I can only drive my small Corolla and like that's it. And then if I had to, then I could probably drive Brian's car, but I still like the responsibility of driving someone else's car is like too much for me to handle. So I never ever drive on the road trips, which I'm sorry, but yeah. We stopped by a grocery store to pick up some snacks and then we grabbed some dinner. But before eating was a release that was very important. It was the Coffee Monsters Co. anniversary bundle and she had 2 releases that day. I missed the first one, but luckily I was able to snag a bundle at the second release. And then in my sticker saver book, I have a bunch of TCMC stickers that came in like the order freebies, so it was perfect to mark that. And then at the bottom, I just put another strip of Simply Gilded Washi. I laid down the weekend banner and then I marked that the person organizing the trip made us omelets for breakfast, which was really nice of him. I used an omelet sticker from Hey Soul Sticker. And then we all went off to go ski. The day started off going really well. We did a lot of runs together, and the people that I go with, they are way better than me. They have more experience, but we did have 2 injuries of that day. One ending up in urgent care and one ending up in the emergency room. But do not worry, everybody is fine and recovered by now. But at the moment, of course, we were all pretty worried for them. There was 1 sprain and 1 possible concussion, but everybody returned home in time for dinner. We had hot pot. Again, I did not choose it. The trip coordinator did, and we all enjoyed it together and made sure that those who were injured were comfortable and were able to get their rest and some good energy. Again, I put together some of the washi strips to make a faux full box and use a bunch of the deco on top. In the end, the overall spread kind of reminded me of the very, very old first beginnings of EC planning, where maybe you would use scrapbook paper because it was just basically a bunch of patterns and the colors are super muted. So that's why I wasn't in love with the spread in the end. It's not SPC's fault. I was the one who chose to omit the fashion girls that probably would have added more character to the spread, but I chose not to use them. And so yeah, this is what I ended up with. Sunday morning, we packed up and cleaned the house, and then we had some breakfast again. So I used one of the large page flags and some stickers from this breakfast sheet from Moomy Stickers that was a part of the Happy Dia anniversary bundle. I finished Sunday with a piece of washi and the cutest full box of the kit, the one with the little bunny and the beanie, and then I marked our dinner, which was Vietnamese pho. And that is it for this journal with me. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Also, thank you for everybody who makes it to the end of the video and answers my question. I've been loving the responses. Today's question is, have you met any celebrities? And if you did and you want to share, who was it? I think the only other time was after a musical. My family and I were outside, and then my mom thought this person was Russell Crowe, but we were all too shy to actually go up to him and ask. So it's a mystery if it was actually him, although I think we're 70% sure that it was him. Okay, that is the end of the video, so I will talk to you next time. Bye!
It was hard 10 years ago. It was hard for Daniel Day Kim, for John Cho, for John Chu. Like, that's who it was hard for the people who really fought so that I could have the opportunities that I could have. So, yeah, if you're considering going into the arts, it's the best time, 2019, right now. And you know what? Is there work to be done? Of course there is. Of course there's a ton of progress still left to be made. But we're in an exciting time now. We're actually seeing change. We're in the middle of it, and we're pioneers of it. Guys, the hard road is the one that's worth taking at the end of the day. And so, yeah, I would encourage you just to jump in, do it.